Hello students, welcome to our business communications lecture. Here we are going to discuss about the first chapter. Our first chapter is concept of communication. And in this particular chapter we are going to discuss our first topic as need for communication. Even though food, clothing, and shelters are considered as basic needs of human beings, nowadays communication has equally become very important for human beings. Life without communication will be unbearable for human beings. I think from this only the concept of prison might have come. Each and every living thing communicate, even animals, and animals are not exceptions for this. Even no newborn baby also communicate with others with the help of crying, smiling, and actions. There are three primary reasons for which people communicate: as to make or maintain relationships, to share or receive information, and to persuade expressions. It helps us to move towards success. Now we will discuss about the meaning of the word communication. The word communication is derived from Latin language. It is derived from Latin word communicare, which means to make common, to impart, and to share. It means transferring of information, ideas, facts, opinions, feelings, emotions, etc. between people. It can be between two individuals or two groups or individuals and groups. Definitions for communication. First definition given by the American Management Association. According to American Management Association, communication is any behavior that results in an exchange of meaning. Second definition by Peter Little. Communication is the process by which information is transmitted between individuals and or organizations so that an understanding response results. It means when any person communicate with other, that person try to share information between the individuals or from individuals to organizations, and they expect that the person, the another party, should understand that message or information which is transmitted between them, and they should understand and they should give proper response to the person. Our next topic for discussion is components of communication. Components are the basic elements of process of communication without which one cannot communicate with anyone. There are 5 basic components of communication, and these are as follows. First component of communication is sender. Sender is the first and most important component of communication because this is the person who identifies the need of communication and starts communicating. Without sender, we cannot begin with the communication. Next one is receiver. Receiver is the second important component of communication. Without a receiver, communication cannot be completed, because if sender is there and receiver is not present, then to whom that person will communicate. So receiver is very important in the process of communication. Then next one is idea. Idea is also called as message for communication. Without message, sender cannot start communication. When idea comes in the mind of sender, then only he starts communication with the sender. Unless and until there will be any idea in the mind of sender, sender will not initiate the communication process with the receiver. For this, you can take example as if there are some guests in your house and you are not familiar with those guests. In that condition, you will not communicate with them as you don't have any message or idea that what to communicate with them. It means lack of idea, lack of message will not encourage the process of communication. So just having sender and receiver present in front of each other, it doesn't mean that communication will happen. So idea, message is important to communicate with each other. Next component of communication is channel or medium for communication. Without channel, one cannot share his ideas with any other person. Ideas or messages cannot travel from one person to another without any channel. Channel may be verbal or non-verbal, as one cannot say that without speaking whatever you want to learn from the another person. For that, if we want to tell anything to the person, we have to at least speak or at least some do actions which will be understood by the receiver. So the message should travel with the help of any channel or medium, then only communication process will start or effectively completed. Last and fifth component of communication is feedback. Feedback is also one of the most important factor of communication. Without feedback, sender cannot understand the success or completion of the communication. So these were the components of communication. In next lecture, we will discuss about the process of communication, that when we communicate with anyone, what exactly we do for the communication. Thank you for watching this lecture.